Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mike and Dave Hit the Stage. I'm Mike.
I'm Dave.
Today we are doing aliens and cryptids and ghosts. Oh, my. And this definitely should have been our There's a fucking cat right in his nose. We are doing This should have been our Halloween episode. I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, nothing happens in the right order. So why would we start now?
Yeah. Right. So, before we started this podcast, I wanted to do a podcast about ghosts and shit. I've had stuff happen to me. You've had stuff happen to you. You know, you have one story that I can't even fucking believe. But
wait, which one?
Death.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
But this popped into my head, and I wanted to do a list of songs about aliens, cryptids, and ghosts. Oh my!
Yeah, I also added because cryptids is kind of a broad statement, like cryptozoological, mythical creatures. They all kind of fit into that.
You did one that I had on there, and I took off because it wasn't really a cryptid. It's actually just extinct, but.
Well,
but it works. It works. Don't get me wrong.
It does work.
I'm cool with it.
And there's one that I wanted to add that I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because of the video, the fact that it was video only, it was copywritten by HBO, and there was no way we could get just audio of it. And that was Sasquatch by Tenacious D.
Oh, that's right. You sent me the video of that.
The only problem is it's a video, and it's also
and it's not on any of their albums?
It's not. It's actually from the HBO series, and it's from the early 2000s. It's amazing.
Right.
But at the same time, we wouldn't be able to put it on a list, let alone show anyone anything, because the video is also like 12 minutes long and includes like the skit around it as well.
Right.
Which is also hilarious.
And another, it was John C. Reilly as Sasquatch. I remember I texted you at the end. I was like, "Is that John C. Reilly?"
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. So let's hit the list.
Yeah.
So
and, right off the bat, you annoyed me.
Really?
It's not the band. Well, it's GZR.
Yeah, it's Geezer.
Geezer.
Yeah,
I know it's Geezer. I don't know what the GZR is. And every time you put a song by them, I'm always like, is that a person?
Okay, so
GZR, is that the band?
His first album was released as GZR.
Okay.
And that's not this album, but for some reason it all got lumped together because it's one group, one artist. It's GZR, right. And then this album, Black Science, was put out under the name Geezer.
Okay.
So it's basically the same band, just with a different singer. First album was
who's the singer?
The first album was Burton C. Bell. This one was Clive Brown.
Okay. Either way, wasn't very impressed with his voice to begin with.
Okay.
And it grew on me as the song went on. But it also annoyed me that it's called Area Code 51. Not Area Code. You fucker. It's Area 51.
Well,
but
you go and tell Terrence Geezer Butler.
Terrence.
Yeah. That he was wrong about the name of a song that he fucking wrote.
I didn't listen. I understand.
Time out. What are you drinking?
This is I've switched it up because I ran out of cream soda. So this is now a spiced rum and root beer.
Interesting.
And just as a backup, because the last episode I ran out of something to drink halfway through, I dug way back in my refrigerator, and I found a pumpkin ale. So this is the backup. This is my mute the mic, crack the can. in case of emergency, crack the can.
That can reminds me of two comedians and the same joke told 20
I
years
didn't know where
apart.
that was going.
No.
I didn't know where that was going.
The same joke told 20 years apart.
Right.
Dennis Leary talks about his friend brought over Sam Adams Christmas ale. And he goes,
Okay.
put it in the fridge, put it in the back of the fridge. He goes, and it's around Super Bowl time. I forgot it exists. I reach over, things are getting intense. I reach in the fridge, I grab something, crack it open, drink it. Pumpkin ale.
Yeah.
This
I like
nut butter
I like
crunch bullshit.
I like a pumpkin ale every once in
I
a
bet
while.
you do.
Yeah. Once. A little fucking fly in here. Anyway, kids' room. I don't know. There's probably a fucking bagel under their bed somewhere. It's been rotting for a fucking week. Just wait. Your kid's only 6.
No, I know.
Wait
I know.
till they get old enough and they come down in the middle of the night and make themselves a fucking bowl of cereal, and you find that shit in their room 3 weeks later,
Solid.
and it has turned into yogurt.
It actually gets up and walks itself to the kitchen.
Right.
Says,
Don't worry.
good morning. I got it.
I'll see myself out.
I'm on it, boss.
But back to the song. So Area Code 51 annoyed me, but Felix, my cat is like he's trying to join the show. So
Let him.
he brings up Dreamland, which was always brought up on Coast to Coast, Art Bell. Groom Lake, which is where Area 51 is. But the other thing I don't like about it is that although everybody says that Area 51 is where the aliens are, everybody knows it's not. Do you know where that is?
You said it was Ohio somewhere.
Right, Patterson Air Force Base.
Okay. I just want to state for the record, the cat climbed into the bag next to you.
Oh,
So literally you need to get the cat out of the bag.
All right, well, his head's out of the bag, so he can stay. Just stay right there. Can you see him?
I can see him.
Oh, he pops in every once in a while, right?
He's right there. His head's right on the edge.
He really likes to lay on my keyboard, which is, I think, what he's trying to position himself to. Don't worry, Dad. I'm just laying right here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dad. I'm going to lay in your lap. And then right on my keyboard.
I would say
he's trying.
Do you need the keyboard right now?
Well, I'm looking at the computer with the list of the songs that we're doing.
I was going to say, if you didn't need the keyboard, just fucking get it out of the way and let him sit on your lap.
Nah, he'll be all right.
We are pro animal.
Oh, of course. No, Felix, you got to stay, buddy. And in case anybody didn't know, we all these songs are on a playlist in the notes at the bottom.
Oh yeah, every episode we have the playlist attached.
And we're on YouTube and all that crap, just so you can see our stupid mugs. And me wearing this shirt, which I'll bring up on the next song.
I'm more concerned that your hat looks like a bowl haircut on camera.
It's not a bowl hair. No, if I have to look, it makes me look bald without the hat. So the hat stays.
No, I'm not.
Right. Is that
I'm
better?
not telling you to take the hat off. No, it still looks like a bowl haircut to me. It's just because there's no definition in it in the in video, so it just looks like a bowl haircut. I'm not saying a bowl haircut's not appropriate for you. It's not.
I had that when I was 15.
Yeah, everybody did. Everyone
13?
had a stupid haircut.
Right.
God, I hate
that. Okay, so right Patterson Air Force Base.
Not the aliens are actually kept, apparently.
Area 51 truly is where the government tests secret
stuff
weapons and whatnot. Yeah.
From what we 100% know, the sightings of the stealth bomber and the SR-71 Blackbird,
SR-71, right?
Those are all from that area, from Area 51.
Which is why a lot of people probably thought that the stealth bomber was the UFO, because that
thing looks.
If you see that, I saw that thing fly over a couple of times, especially around 9/11, and holy crap!
Yeah. First,
it's scary. Second, it's an alien. You didn't know what that thing was? That's a fucking alien.
And it doesn't crack the way a jet fighter cracks. Like you know, it doesn't do that thing where it breaks the sound barrier multiple times. It just flies over quiet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's because of its shape. Its aerodynamics are different than a jet engine.
Right.
Like just a standard jet, like a fighter pilot flying a jet, the nose breaks the air in a certain way that causes a sonic boom.
Right.
Literally builds up pressure and then that breaks. Like the surface tension of water, but in air. So
Nice.
the both the SR-71 Blackbird and the stealth bomber break air tension differently.
Right. So that it doesn't make a big boom, I
Yeah,
guess.
it does. It's literally a sonic boom. That's actually where that
Right.
sound comes from. The sound of a whip cracking is it breaking the sound barrier.
Yes.
It's the
I've heard
same
that. Yes, I've heard
principle.
that.
It's literally moving faster than air tension should allow, and it breaks through the air tension, making that loud
Yeah.
popping sound.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah,
Thanks for the
I
science
didn't
lesson.
think you were gonna love this. Yeah, fuck you. I don't get to teach science anywhere else. I might as well teach you something.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I knew you weren't gonna love this song.
It wasn't a bad song. It wasn't a bad song.
But this is also on the same album of Geezer songs, one of which you hated and one which you loved.
Right. One went nowhere. I remember that.
Yes,
And this one, you know what annoys me also? This right here with a face on it. Whatever that album cover is. Fucking every time I'm driving and this song came on, I have to look over and see that dumb symbol, whatever that is. Whose face is that?
I don't know. It's album artwork. Who cares?
Guy is fucking ugly, whoever it is.
Yeah. You think I'm allowed to talk about how somebody else looks? I'm a testicle with teeth. Unrelated. My friend,
Oh, God.
my friend Sean called me the other day. He was complaining about something. He goes, and I'm willing to bet my left testicle. No offense.
No.
And I
Oh,
lost
you
it.
don't
I
have
lost
one?
it so hard. He goes, what? I go,
What?
did you hear how you said that? He goes, I thought you'd be offended. I go, I don't give a shit.
What? Do you not have a left testicle?
I have a prosthetic.
Wait.
Wait, we've talked about this before on the pod. You don't listen to me at all.
I do, but we talk about so. You know what's funny is we talk
Mike
about
was
so
there
much
for
stuff.
that one.
And some, well, that's probably why I wasn't listening because I was probably trying to make him talk on the fucking mic.
Oh, you bastard. That was good.
But so wait, there's a marble in there?
It's not a marble.
What's a prosthetic testicle look like?
It
was it like a prune pit?
It's basically a silicone
And another one I was gonna say avocado.
It's more bean shaped than anything.
Bean bag.
Yeah, that's why they call it a bean bag.
Especially for you.
Yeah.
No offense. That's hilarious.
The no offense part made me laugh.
That makes
so
it
hard.
even better.
It was in my car on speakerphone snorting.
That's great.
And this is why I love Sean. Anyway,
let's move on.
Let's go to the next one. The reason you're wearing that shirt that I can see your fucking under tit. There you go.
Can you really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I just wanted
I was
the
hoping
good
that
cheap
this would
shot.
make me look skinnier. I'm wearing black.
Yeah, but that much material.
That much material. You're a dick.
Another fun story. My mom once texted me. I think it was for my sister's wedding. She goes, I need to find someone to make a dress for me. I said, you want me to contact Omar the tent maker? She wrote
I don't
back,
think that will go.
You fuck.
Yeah. I'm your mother. You shouldn't be making fun of me like that.
That's half the fun. If you can't make fun of your family.
My next song is Aliens Exist by Blink-182.
Off the album Enema of the State. This is the album with Janine Lindemure with the rubber glove in the nurse's outfit that everyone apparently is obsessed with. And I cannot
don't look her up now.
Fucking stand his voice. And no, don't look her up now. She has been through the ringer of life.
Amongst every other things, yes.
I'm not judging. I can't say what she has or has not done. But I know for a fact
probably not a lot
that the universe has beaten her half to death, and it shows. Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. I knew right off the bat you were gonna hate his voice.
Oh, absolutely. If there was one thing in the universe I could wish for, is for his voice to disappear, fucking Little Mermaid style.
But do you realize that if without that voice, there would be not so many bands out there?
Yes. And I mean that. I wish he never had a voice. I wish he was. I've never wished anyone to experience what Helen Keller experienced.
What?
I've never wished for anyone to have a Helen Keller experience, deaf, blind, and dumb. But
I thought
no, you thought I meant Anne Frank, you fucking racist.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Anyway,
I knew it. The second you made that face, I'm like, he's thinking Anne Frank.
now I know who you're talking about. It took a second. It had like a register in there.
Oh my god, you're stupid.
Yeah, I'm pretty stupid sometimes.
We all have those moments. That is actually something a lot of people get wrong.
I can't believe I thought it was Anne Frank. Anyway, talk about talk about Tom DeLonge's voice. Go ahead.
I wish it was DeShort. I fucking hate his voice.
All right, but what about the subject matter? Because this is the first time. Well, I don't think on Dude Ranch he talks about aliens, but
I wouldn't
this
know.
is the first time.
I really wouldn't. But
Well,
this is that Tom was right. This is literally your shirt.
yes, Tom was right. Aliens fucking exist.
Because
And this is he started the Two to Stars Academy. He left Blink 182 to start To the Stars Academy. I don't think it's around anymore.
I've never actually heard of it.
That's why he's back in
Blink 182.
Blink 182. But he is the catalyst of why we're getting so much stuff about UFOs now.
Yeah, there was a big push for open information about
Right.
which had been in the waiting for a long time. These you can't keep a secret forever. Something's gonna get out somehow. And it takes the right people pushing the right way to get it. So apparently
and
they've been in contact with us.
As much as you hate the voice, he pushed this.
Was
he got us?
Was he singing this outside the door of somebody who mattered until they gave it to him?
Listen, you're lucky we're doing this list, and I didn't put on the one that everybody makes fun of. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Yeah, I sang it.
I just want you to know, had you done that in my presence, I would have pulled this little blade out and stuck it in your leg.
Jigged me like what's his name? Kavanaugh, whatever. He got jigged 22 times in jail this week.
Yeah, I can't talk about. I'm not talking about cops, prison issues.
Well,
that specific case.
That guy's a bad guy.
Well,
but
not anyway. To the racists, he's not.
Okay. But
the groundswell of support that guy has on Twitter.
I'm not going to talk about it, and now you're talking about.
Well, you fucking brought it up.
Well, you told me you were going to stab me.
Yeah, well, and you decided I need to reference a crooked cop. That's fair.
All right. Yeah. So
anyway, yeah. Apparently, aliens exist. Was that Congress? There was a test. Somebody testified before Congress or the Senate.
3 guys. David Grush is the guy that said that there are bodies and that they have. Non-human. There's non-human intelligence, and they have non-human biologics. I know that's the first time I ever heard the word biologics.
Not that weird to me, but I get what.
I mean, in that context, it sounds weird.
Yeah, it sounds odd. But
he says we have Kraft, that down Kraft. Then they had Ryan Graves, who is an ex-Air Force, I believe, and he also works with commercial pilots. And he says that the amount of things that they see up there is unbelievable, and there's so many that are not reported because it makes you look like a kook as a pilot.
Yeah,
they don't want it. You don't want that stigma on you. And then you had General Fravor, David Fravor, and he was the guy who saw the Tic Tac, chased it, and then it showed up where they were going to be before they showed up. It knew where they were going to go.
Okay.
You never heard this?
I actually don't follow a lot of this. Like a lot of the science that I'm into is earth science.
Well, this could be earth science because they're not quite sure it's even aliens. if one of the other countries has this technology, we're fucked.
Yeah, no, that's true. If they do, they don't.
Yeah,
There are only two
but that's
countries I
why
could think of that could have that level of
China and Russia.
advance.
Yeah, China and Russia.
No. Mm-mm.
China and
Japan.
Yeah, but Japan's our ally. That's
Yes, but
fine.
that doesn't matter. Just remember, if you look
Oh, whoever has that, right?
if you look at military spending, the 22 countries that are behind us in military spending, with the exception of China, are all allies.
Yeah, but that's fine. They're our friends.
Yeah, but we spend
Until
more
they're
than
not.
them every year on defense and military, and
Just to
they're
make sure they
allies.
stay
So
friends.
we're outspending our friends
Right.
for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah.
What do you mean for no reason?
We outspend every other country. We spend more in the
Yeah.
military than China does. They
Right.
claim to spend more, but their equipment's antiquated.
Right. But we have to keep up with them. Otherwise, they'd surpass us, and that's not good.
Agree to disagree.
Okay. What? Oh, you want them to have superiority?
There's no the thing is the illusion of superiority is what created the mutually assured destruction theory, where we keep
Yeah, that's
building up
true.
to the point where the next step is got to be all out war or annihilation.
Mm.
So if you're just building up defense, you're never doing anything else. Like, imagine if we poured that much money into medical research, scientific
Yes. Oh, of
research,
course. Yeah.
space exploration without defense spending. Those are all things. I don't know why I got political all of a sudden.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It fucking
Aliens
bugs me.
exist.
Aliens exist.
Aliens exist.
Tom was apparently right. I got nothing. I have nothing nice to say about Blink 182.
Okay, you did one time when we
No, I
did
did. I
the
100%
off
did.
time one.
Yes.
And I have a soft spot for Blink 182. I used to do Damn It with a band called Boxline 7. They used to call me up, and I used to sing it with their singer Vanessa. I used to sing that and Machine Head by
Bush.
that Bush. There we go. And that was fun times, man. But I also liked Blink 182 from the beginning because, as much as I like punk rock, I could well, I almost used a word I didn't want to. Damn rum. I like to indulge in the pop punk era too. Stuff.
I get that
Even though
because everybody has
that's not
their
cool.
thing that they're not, I would say 100% proud of musically that they love.
It's not. You know what? Nowadays, I don't even give a shit.
I don't mean like something you'd be ashamed of, but something like it's not in your top 5 of the things you want to be known for.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
This I don't even give a shit anymore.
We used to
Whatever.
joke about guilty pleasures.
Yes.
I no longer feel any guilt about the stuff I like.
Right. Like people used to think that I used to wear, because I've seen Pink like 3 or 4 times live.
Yeah.
Absolute. One of my probably top 5 bands or performers. And I've bought all the shirts and stuff like that. And people used to think I was ironically wearing them. And I'd be like, oh, no.
No, this
I've
is
seen
real.
her. I've seen her. I totally dig her. I saw her when her first album came out, and that song "You Make Me Sick" came on, and that's when MTV still played music. I saw that video, and I
22
don't
years
know
ago.
how. I don't know how, but I saw that video and I looked at it and I went, "This is not what this girl wants to do." And I shit you not, the next album she changed her sound because they made her do that.
Oh yeah, no, the
And
the
one of
record
her
labels press like that for
right,
popularity.
I knew it when I was reading her bio, and one of her influences is Bad Religion. I was like, "Hello."
He was like,
Yep. Read
"What?"
her. Go to her Wikipedia and look at her influences.
I will
Bad
have to do
Religion
that
is one
later
of them.
because
Yeah,
Wikipedia
not now.
is
Yeah,
the
not now.
whitest screen in the universe, and
That's
it will
fucking
change
racist.
everything here.
Racist.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Fucking whites coming in here, ruining the lighting in here. Jackass.
So let's move on to your next one because I think we're about 45 minutes into this episode and we're on the
It's
second
not
song.
that bad. Who cares? So
I don't care. I'll talk about this for 5 hours.
I know, and that's why this is fun. The next one is "The Ghost of Floyd Collins" by Blackstone Cherry off the album Folklore and Superstition.
Who the fuck is this band?
This is a
How
band
did
from
you find them?
I found them years ago through my friend Louie.
This song rules.
I was hoping you'd say that. I love, like, I thought the intro might be a little much for you with
I don't give a shit.
the
What
crows and
I don't
and the
care.
hillbilly.
It's not long.
No,
Don't give me a story. Give me it gave you the premise of the song. You know, it was great. And the song itself, dude,
I
give me a
love it.
good rock and roll band and I'll listen to it all day. I'm gonna look. I didn't have it yet, and I didn't even look up these guys. But what a great song, dude!
I'll tell you right now, if you just grab this album by itself,
Right,
you're gonna have a beginning to end great time.
excellent. I'm gonna listen to this
The
like
next album
tomorrow.
after that, I
Well, no,
believe, is also pretty
Monday at
good, but
work.
this one is fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Now, who are they?
I've listened to them for years. I never really did the research.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you don't know where they're from or anything like that.
I'm
They,
about
they,
to fucking find out. Apparently,
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna. I hate to say this, but Florida.
wow.
Am I good? Did I do it? No
No,
way.
no, they're from Kentucky. Which,
Okay,
with
that
the reference to
would have been.
Mammoth Cave, is not surprising. That's probably a
I don't
local
know. I
folklore.
don't know what Mavis. Oh, okay.
Mammoth Cave is a cave system in Kentucky that fills with water. The whole point of the
Okay.
story is a guy who went
There
down
we
into
go.
the
He
cave
died. Yeah.
and then he's coming back because they turned him into a fucking exhibit. It's like, this is where Floyd Collins went down and then died, and they
Oh,
didn't.
is that because
That's the whole
I
thing. They
thought
knew
they
they couldn't get him out,
I
so they just let him die down there. And they're like, that's where
right.
Floyd Collins died, and they put a sign up and they made it like an attraction.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
took it as they were using um his story as a like a front.
No, it's a attraction.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Either way.
these guys are really, really fun sounding.
Right.
And I'm not looking at their, if you like, if you jump
Are
to
they
their,
young guys? They look like young guys.
they were young, but this is from 2008. So this is,
Okay. All
so
right, so
this
that
is a while back.
geez, yeah.
Uh,
If they were in their 20s, they're in their almost 30s and 40s now.
Also funny, if you look at the album, this is actually how they finish the album.
This is the last song
That is
or one of the last songs?
the last song on the album.
Okay.
And
All right.
it is not the best song on there, but
Yeah.
it is amazing.
If that's not the best song, then I'm excited.
I'm looking at 1,
I'm excited
2,
to listen to this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 13 tracks. I love. Love. 2 of them I just can't remember off the top of my
Right.
head.
Okay.
But like,
I'm gonna
if I was driving somewhere and somebody goes, "Hey, put something weird on, something I've never heard," I would
right.
guarantee
This
put this on and just let it
I'm
play
shocked
through.
we made it a year and you haven't put this on
I
a thing.
When I saw the word ghosts, this is the song I thought of.
Well,
Like,
I have some never mind, we'll get there. But I have some uh reservations on one of the songs you picked.
is it the next one
The
for
next
me?
one. Your next one, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Only because it doesn't it's you know what? We'll get
We'll
there.
get there.
We'll get there. But yes. Great
I'm
song.
I'm really glad you liked it. I love Blackstone Cherry.
I
I love this era of Blackstone Cherry. They were a great band for
right.
that time. And
There
it
was
always
another one that go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that there was this band also reminds me of I know we talk about them all the time, but Opie from Opie and Anthony introduced a band at one time, and I listened to them. And Black Smoke something, whatever. But he introduced a song, and it was like it's like this feel. It's um, it's got that country feel, but more on the rock side. Does that make sense?
I get what you mean.
Because that's what this is also. I like a straight, and I guess you could call it an American rock band, because it's got that touch of the country sound, but not enough to make me go, oh my God, you're going to talk about the flag and Jesus soon, you know? But,
It doesn't have the 3 important factors in country music. The woman leaving you, the dog, or the truck.
right.
I
Yeah.
won't get into the politics or any of that, but
No. And it's
the
not,
pickup
you know,
truck, the dog, and the wife. That's
and the
the ones
girl
you
leaving.
worry about.
Right. Yep.
See, now you have
Hairy.
me getting defensive about the next song, and I jumped ahead to look at what like what the
No,
fuck
no,
is he
you
talking
did
about?
skip my next
Yeah.
great song.
No, and it is great. I will say that.
Ooh, let's move. Let's move
And
on.
this is actually one of the
Black.
reasons I didn't keep looking for Sasquatch.
Well, you could have.
Because they're not the same.
Well, we did 2 alien. You did a ghost. You did
Uh-huh.
another ghost. You did.
I did one that I know you don't know.
All right, so let's move on.
So yeah, let's
My
go
next,
to
my next one is The Yeti by Clutch.
from the album Elephant Riders.
Yes, and
Um,
I am convinced that I can find a Clutch song for any topic we pick.
not doing it. No, I can. I see. The thing is, I can think of awful topics.
Yes, you can. There are some.
Go ahead.
We don't turn down
Wait.
a lot of topics,
Songs
but
to
there are
fuck
some
to.
topics. This this what you come up to me and I'm like, no,
That
not
was
doing
it.
that.
What
Not
else
doing
was a total no? I know songs to fuck to was an absolute no.
Well, it was along those lines. It was
Songs to bump it to.
well, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
But there was one when we did the inappropriate songs. You made a suggestion just before that inappropriate songs took over for.
I think it was songs about rape.
It was I don't Jesus
It
Christ.
was terrible.
If it was, then that's definitely a no
It's a
for
no,
me,
yeah.
dog. Yeah. But I mean there's some you bring up and I'm just like, dude, we have to be able to get this on YouTube and stuff like that. We can't just put that I can't put that on a promo for the podcast. It's not gonna fly. YouTube's not gonna let us put it on there. And no other of the
I remember what it
whatchamacallit.
was.
Oh, what was
Totally inappropriate. Songs about sodomy.
it? Damn it. I got one right off the top of my head.
Which one?
Prison Sex by Tool.
Yeah. I think that's where my brain went to.
All right. So
We're fucking Rex.
The Yeti by Clutch.
Yes. It's an amazing
Tell
song.
me.
Not my favorite album, obviously, but
Okay.
it's really good. The myth of the Yeti has always been funny because people mix it up with Sasquatch and they're completely
Right.
they
The
come from
Yeti
different
is
parts of the world.
a mountain wild man, if you want to call it. And
The Yeti would be the abominable snowman.
correct. And well, it would be the cousin of the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch is American. I would think he's more Canadian, more Midwest, more Washington, But yeah. So this is one of those ones we spoke about where the name of the song is not mentioned in the song at all.
Yes. I do want to throw a timeout. Do you think the Yeti is a Canadian thing?
No, the Yeti is from like the Himalayas.
Yes. It's like there's
and I would think
no
it's-
regional closeness.
No, what I'm calling is the cousin. I'm saying like the Bigfoot of like, India and that whole India China area,
Indochina, Southeast Asia.
right, would be the Yeti in the mountains, in the snow-capped mountains and the tall mountains. And the Yeti is the cousin in America and Canada.
It's always scary when you hear about superstition and legend from places that you wouldn't expect. Like the Yeti is mentioned in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And because the mountains are in the distance, the snow-covered mountains are in the distance. Which, when you
Right.
think about that, it's fucking scary. You're in a desert, looking at the snow, and there's a Yeti up there somewhere.
Right.
And their only safety is that it's never coming out here.
It's too hot down there. The Yeti comes down. He's like, "Whoo, boy, I ain't going. I'm going back up." Now,
Oh,
I love
sweet
that the Yeti. What the hell was that?
It was me going, sweet Jesus.
Oh, I thought you pressed a button.
I
I looked
wish.
down for a second. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna have sound effects soon.
God.
You're gonna start the dark lyrics section of this podcast soon.
Oh my
Every time you want to read the lyrics, I'm gonna hit a button and we're gonna have like a stinger for dark lyrics.
The irony is that I'm running this and you think you're going to have control of a button.
I can have a button.
Where?
I
On
don't
what?
know, right in front of me. I don't know.
You're using your phone.
So what? I can connect something. I got a dual thingy on the end of this
I
phone.
bet you do. You had dual-ended thingy right there for your pleasure.
So I like that the Yeti is having a conversation with him in this.
It's not the
Time
weird.
is of the essence. Why is time of the essence, by the way?
I don't know. Yeti time is different. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's got to get to
I like
work.
that Manitoba has snows, the best snows.
Which sounds like a
Clutch rules.
cocaine reference.
It could be. He never says the Yeti, and he only says that a figure comes and it just got bigger and bigger. And he said a prayer to God.
Like a
That
giant.
was it. And then the Yeti spoke.
Just a giant
You
coke
know?
dealer.
Yeah, it could have been. That Neil Fallon has some interesting lyrics that sometimes even I listen to. See, now after I put this song on, I almost had it changed to Prison Planet by Clutch.
I don't know that one.
Escape from the Prison Planet, which is one of the lines is a homeless man came up to him, asked for change, $1. He goes, "Why should I give it to you?" He goes, I have seen him. He goes, "Okay, it's yours." Like, all right. And the men in black came to his door. He hid in a cave for 1,000 days, and it's an interesting song. It was one of the earlier ones on their self-titled album.
That's probably why I don't know it.
Listen to their self-titled album. It's
I was
awesome.
not into the voice.
Well, that's when he kind of does the half and half. He kind of starts changing over, where he couldn't,
Yeah, he couldn't blast his
he
voice
didn't do
out
that
like
raspy thing. Right.
Oh, it's painful to listen to.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of things that are painful for you to listen to, I guess we're going to go to the next one.
Not painful for me to listen to.
Okay, so
now Blaze Bayley is the guy who took over for Bruce Dickinson, right?
And then
I
was
get
replaced
all these
by
guys.
Bruce
I get him confused, and then I think of I almost said wow. I almost said Tucker Carlson.
You mean Tim Owens?
Tim Owens.
Not even close to the same thing at all.
Although Tucker Carlson is very into the UFO thing.
I bet he is.
But Tucker Carlson. Wow,
I don't even want to drink.
I can't say his name. Every time I want to say Tucker Carlson, every time I want to say it. Yeah, Ripper?
Tim Owens.
Tim Owens.
I refuse to call him that.
Okay. Yeah, I get those two confused. But you are correct. I enjoyed his voice better on this song.
I thought so.
Because it's not Iron Maiden.
And he's not trying to sound like Iron Maiden.
Right. The only issue I have is that the ghost in the machine is not a true ghost. Is it? Explain, please tell me.
Okay, so the ghost in the machine actually comes from the term comes from the Industrial Revolution. It was the idea that something was amiss with the technology, like with the machine, and it was eating people, like it was ripping people's arms off.
What
modern machinery.
Real?
Yeah,
or is this like a?
It was
okay.
So anytime somebody was very injured in a factory accident, they would blame the ghost in the machine.
Okay.
That it demanded sacrifice.
So like Gremlins.
Kind of.
The
lore of the gremlin comes from a similar place. We haven't really talked about horror and how it fits into our history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this, but depending on your culture, where you come from, the horror stories are very different. English horror is based in the cities because they lost their soul in the Industrial Revolution.
Okay.
American horror is in the woods because that's where our greatest atrocities were committed.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. Yeah.
It's crazy when you think about we create these scenarios.
Japanese horror is
in the water.
Right.
They're an isolated island.
I mean, I would call Godzilla horror, but all that, and that also had to do with the atomic bomb and everything, right?
Yes. There's a huge amount of influence of history on creative writing and creative horror. Surgery was when Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein, surgery was still considered almost butcherism.
Like barbaric,
what we consider modern surgery. So the idea of a doctor putting a body together and creating a new person
terrible.
Is
scary.
Horrifying. And it's still like
it still is today, right?
And it's genius. Its writing is genius. The idea of
it is.
There are two theories behind the ghost in the machine. The traditional that there is the machine itself is trying to kill, and then there's the new version, which is I've
This,
given birth to AI, and AI will want to kill.
which, dude, if Chat GPT is nuts, so much so that my kids know about it, and our kids are going to, uh, you know how like we technically are the generation of like the internet. We were brought in
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the internet.
Yes,
Our kids are the first ones um, with AI, if you think about it,
absolutely.
right? So my son we were talking to Mary Jane, and Mary Jane had never heard of Chat GPT, and we were telling her about it, and I was like, listen, it's great, but it's not. And I looked right at Logan and I told him, I was like, you don't use this shit for school
Mm-mm.
because I've asked it stupid just to see. I asked it to write a whole intro for a podcast, and it did it for me. Give me like 5 paragraphs
Yeah,
of
no,
like of like
it
good
will do
shit,
that.
and I'm like,
I won't use it personally
I
because
won't either.
I
Well, I use. I mean, it's obviously you can tell. I make all the artwork for our podcast using Mid Journey,
yes,
and I've now started using like the artwork for this episode I did on Bing on I forget it's run by Dolly 3.
okay,
It's another AI
yes,
but it made it the funny thing is that you can't Midjourney gives you so many more parameters you can play with. The Dolly 3 through Bing is more general. So when I made this the artwork for this episode, I literally put in um aliens and cryptids and ghosts, and it came up. You've seen the artwork for this one.
yes.
Um it's literally an alien, Bigfoot, and a ghost posing for a picture. It's so funny. As soon as it came up, because it gives you the 4 options, it gives you the and some of them are weird. Some of them come out like Bigfoot had like no, I'm sorry, the alien had like Bigfoot hair on it, and I was like, all right, that doesn't fit. But this literally looks like a class picture, you know. So I used that,
One of those
but
everyone smile for the camera.
yeah, exactly. But but yeah, AI is nuts. I don't think now I don't know why they, the writers and the actors, that was one of their big points why they didn't come back to work was the use of AI. The writers I can see that's nuts. If you can write a whole show by just asking a computer to write it, you know, that's. But I can't see AI taking away actors yet.
It's getting there. The idea that you can wireframe a character and then superimpose features that you tell it should look like, and then you
Yeah,
can make that act out whatever you want it to.
right.
The same way. So
Smart. It's
there are
nuts.
some people that turned over their likeness rights recently
Right.
to companies. Very famously, James Earl Jones had turned over the rights to his voice to Lucasfilms.
Continue as Darth Vader.
Yes. So they
Yeah.
have access to his voice. And this is actually one of the reasons that Jet Li didn't join the cast of The Matrix. Because he's
Okay.
out of all the people who were in the films, he was the only one who is a legitimate martial arts actor. So what they wanted to do
Okay.
is they wanted to catalog his movements and then be able to use those
Oh,
in
in future
perpetuity.
movies.
Yep.
Right.
And he said he didn't want to sign over the rights to his movement.
Right.
And that's a very
Huh.
smart thing. That's
Yeah.
a smart move on Jet Li's part. It may have not advanced his career at the time because of The Matrix,
Hmm.
but in the end, that kept them from having him in digital form anywhere they felt like using him.
Now, who was he supposed? Was he supposed to be Neo?
No, he would have been the protector in the second movie, the one who
Oh,
followed
okay.
Oracle around. I don't know why I couldn't
Yeah.
say
All right.
Oracle at that time. Yeah,
It's
no,
okay.
that was supposed to be. I think his name was Seraph,
Yeah. I
and
don't remember.
he was supposed. Yeah,
I truly only like the first one.
actually, there's a lot of computer based lore in those movies and a lot of actual lore attached to them.
Yeah.
Um, the Merovingian and Persephone and all the other characters are
Right.
based off of historical stuff.
Right. Even the names of the ships, no? The
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar, right? They
Yes.
were going to the name of the city is Zion,
Zion.
right? Yeah.
There's a lot of references to history and religion and the metaphysical part of uh the morality of computers that was
Mhm.
addressed in those movies.
Right.
Because you can let something think, should you? Is it safe for us to control the thought
Sorry.
process? Stop.
What?
Just stop. I see your racist mind turning.
No, 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 no. Honestly, it's not. I just looked at the list and saw that we were halfway through, and I finished my drink already.
Well, at least you don't have to drive me home. Here comes the other one. Oh, good. You did it under mute.
No, I didn't do it under
Oh, you
mute.
just did gently?
All right. So, yeah. All right. So, the other thing, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Did I stop you from telling me more stuff?
I forgot what it was. I already
Okay, good.
brain fart. Don't
Because
worry.
I want to bring up one more thing about Ghost in the Machine.
Mhm.
Ghost in the Machine made me think of Ghost in the Shell, which made me think of
Whitewashing character with Scarlett Johansson.
No, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. It
It's
went right. It went in that order. I went Ghost in the Machine.
Ghost in the
Ghost in
Shell.
the Shell. Scarlett Johansson.
Did you say it like that in
don't-
your head?
I had to whisper it because yeah.
Which is
I like
ironic
that
because when you
Not
said
that yell out
Scarlett, when you said Scarlett Johansson, my brain went the movie Her.
I never saw her.
Well,
It's just a voice though.
yes, and that's the problem.
Oh
No, she has a great.
yeah.
It's not. There's no
Right,
problem.
well, did
but
you ever see Lucy?
Yes, I hated that movie.
I thought it was interesting. I didn't like, it wasn't the greatest movie in the
It
world.
follows one of the cheesiest premises in sci-fi. What if you
Okay.
used 100% of your brain?
Oh yeah, and
Which is
yeah,
horse shit. We do
Right,
use
we don't
100% of our
use-
brain.
right.
We have
It's not just this little part here. Yeah,
it's we have conscious access to like 4% or
Right.
10%. The rest of it is involuntary. It's making our lungs move. It makes our heart beat. It makes our
Right.
intestines continue to do what they do. It makes our blood pump.
Intestine makes our intestines intestine.
Yeah, trust me. As someone who's had their intestines not intestine at least once, I don't recommend it.
I don't want to hear that story again. Nope.
I love how
I don't want to.
you
I don't want to hear about a
mentioned.
full bag. Nothing. Go ahead.
So I guess I can't tell you what I did last night then. Different full
You
bag.
didn't have.
A different full
you-
bag.
You didn't have to wait a minute.
I'm kidding. Or am I?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No.
I just wanted to know if you had to use the backup underwear.
Just twice in the last year or so. That's it. I told you what happened. I think I don't know.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Did I mention it on the podcast?
I don't know.
I didn't.
don't know.
But now because I've already said this, I have to.
Go ahead.
So it starts off really sad and it gets worse before it gets better. So my dad passed away and we went to the funeral. We came home. My stomach had been bothering me the last few days. Obviously, I'm upset. I'm not eating right. And I'm
Right.
sitting there and I think I'm going to squeak one out. And sure enough, I need the backups. So
What was the streak up to? And I don't mean the streak in your underwear.
the number of days.
Yeah. How many days did you go without using the spare? Because, by the way, Dave carries around spare underwear and shorts and
socks.
socks. It runs down your leg.
It could. It didn't, but it could. So
oh God.
the problem with this system is I have to have my backpack in the same burrow as I'm actually standing.
Why?
So because that's where it's kept.
What is it like? Is it like Thor's hammer? You just put your hand out and it just comes
No,
shooting out
that's
at
the
you?
problem. If it was, I could have just held my hand out and a backpack with a tablet, socks, and underwear would have come to my hand. But no, I had left it at home because I was wearing a suit.
That's right.
It was literally funeral mass. I got home.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was at my parents' house. I had a change of clothes, but not an extra pair of underwear. And
Had to go commando.
my mom says the worst thing I've ever heard. Just use a pair of your father's. And at first I'm like,
Sorry,
that's
Mom.
horrifying.
Right.
Two, we don't wear the same type of underwear.
What? Did he wear tidy whities?
No, he wears boxers. I wear boxer briefs.
Okay. All right.
Nothing weird. I don't wear, Walter White tidy whities. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
And then when I did check, he was wearing bigger underwear than I've ever owned in my life.
How? Well,
What
I mean,
when my dad was bigger,
I knew him. Okay.
he was wearing 2X underwear.
Right.
He was wearing giant underwear.
Yeah.
I could literally, they didn't like, I pulled them on and they were not, nope, they were not fitting. Dicks hanging out of the fly hole. I'm like, good on me, but still, Jesus Christ. So I had to go commando for the rest of the day until I got home.
We have veered so far. We went from Scarlett Johansson to your penis hanging out of your dad's underwear.
It's actually, that's not as far as you think it is. Oh, we're stupid.
Okay, shall we move on?
We went from the ghost in the machine to the shit in my pants very quickly. Yeah, let's go to the next song because there's no way I'm gonna recover from that.
Okay, so my next song is excuse me, "Creepy Jackalope" by the Super Suckers.
Yes. Now, I had to refresh my memory on this list on the drive back from shopping today.
Okay.
And two things happened. One, the song started, and two, my wife and I locked eyes.
What the first two lines? This album goes out to the good fuckers and the ones who want to be good fuckers.
Yes. It was and because Devin's sitting in the back seat.
Oh.
And he had his headphones on, he was listening
Right,
to
he
something
didn't
on
give
the
a
tablet,
shit.
he didn't
Right.
care. But it was
Right.
really funny. The both of us like,
I
Anyway,
thought that would catch you. Every time I heard that, I was like, "Did you like it?" I was like, "Dave's gonna like at least that first part."
it was fun. It's a lot of fun. That was fun because
Super. Go ahead.
the Super Suckers this is the second song I've heard from them. It's
Yeah,
been
they're a
it's
fun
been a
band.
delight.
I have to thank my old bandmates from the Scullies, Chris and Rick. They introduced the Super Suckers to me, and I've never looked back. I know Chris listens. Thanks, Chris. I've been recently hanging out with Chris again, going to shows. And we may be making new music eventually. I don't know.
That'd be
We'll
cool.
try.
That would be cool.
We're old. We live on opposite sides of Long Island.
How long would it take to get from point A to point B for you? To where he is?
Where he lives? I don't know. Probably an hour. It might be an hour and a half. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he lives.
I forget how
there.
long Long Island is.
He lives out where there's deer, like in his backyard.
I'm trying to think of neighborhoods because my brain goes to you mean like Mastic? But I know he doesn't live in a war-torn neighborhood.
No,
like
well,
Mastic.
so we go to the Paramount to see a lot of shows, and that's in Huntington.
Yes.
And on my way home, because those shows usually end around 11:30 midnight. On my way home, there are deer on the side of the road in Huntington, and that's with no traffic, 45 minutes from my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Okay.
Anyhow, Super Suckers, Creepy Jackalope. What did you think?
I liked it a lot. It's bouncy, it's fun. It's not my normal, but it's still really good. Right.
You know what it is it's not what's his name singing. The fucking wow, why can't I remember the guy's name?
Timmy Turner.
The Blink-182. Yeah, Timmy Turner. It's not the Blink-182 Tom DeLonge.
There we go.
Tom DeLonge singing. And like you said, they're fun. And the the subject matter of this song is the jackalope, and I don't know if you. I mean, I know you're a few years younger than me. Did you ever watch America's Funniest Home Videos?
With Dave Coulier?
There was
Because
before. Well, no,
that was
it
his.
wasn't Dave Coulier.
Wasn't he the one talking about the jackalope all the
No,
time?
he was the jackalope.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was the
The
jackalope.
rabbit with
It
antlers.
was yes, which is it's not really. I mean, I put it on here as like a cryptid. It's not. And nobody thinks it's real.
It's like the
You know,
Esquilax.
I'm sure. You know what? I want to backtrack. I'm sure there are people who think it's real.
Of course.
But these are one of the ones that everybody it's fake. It was a story.
Yeah.
Somebody made it up.
It's like,
But you could also go
like
the other way,
Carney
that
days.
if enough people, right. But you could also, right. The sideshows.
Yeah.
Right.
You get the merman or the Jersey Devil, or my favorite, the
because
Esquilax.
Jersey Devil is real.
I bet. So there's
Look at you.
Yeah.
Asshole. You just got serious all of a sudden. God, he's like, yeah,
it's worth
whatever.
a shot. Yeah, whatever.
The Pine Barrens. It was I forget her name, the 13th child. And he got cursed. And then as it was born, it got turned into a devil and
My brain
flied up
hurts.
the flew up
Yeah.
the
Slide
Slide.
sounds more in line with the level
Flew-
of intelligence of that comment.
flew up the chimney, and it became the Jersey Devil with the
So-
horse head wings.
Do you know the story about the
You have to-
Esquilax?
No, what is an Esquilax?
Esquilax, I
Sounds
don't
like
know where
X-Lax.
I don't know where it came from initially, but I heard it on The Simpsons. They had it at a Ren fair. It's a horse with the head of a rabbit and the body of a rabbit. It was just a rabbit
That's
in a
funny.
box.
That's funny.
But that's the kind of shit sideshows used to do. They sew a fish onto a
Right.
dead monkey, and they said we caught a mermaid.
Right. But yeah, the jackalope's not real.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of I just like the things he says, that he's watching you with his creepy jackalope eye. Because he even says that it's not real, that he's a man, but he's related to a deer.
Well, that would be.
I
the
look like a
antlers.
man. I would think, yeah. But he's watching you with his jackalope eye.
Yeah.
Then he even says in the I'm not going to say the line because we always get in trouble, but he says that it sounds kind of crazy, this story, right? And then he goes, well, what about Adam and Eve?
Oh, yeah.
I know. It makes me chuckle.
Yeah, it makes me chuckle too. Which is
Yeah.
funny that you said Adam and Eve, because that is a decent segue to the next song.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead. It's Caligula's horse,
Yes.
which is an awesome name. First
Yes,
of
it
all.
is.
And the name of this song is Gollum.
Golem.
Okay, it's not. Yeah,
It is not a reference to.
which I
Lord of the
originally thought. I was like, did you really? And no. Okay, go ahead.
So a golem is a mythical creature formed out of. I'm reading this from the description. Formed
Yeah.
out of lifeless substance such as dust or earth or clay, brought to life by a ritual incantation. And a sequence of Hebrew letters. This is Jewish lore.
Yeah.
The golem is the stone protector. You've never heard of this?
I have. Well, I played D&D, dude.
No,
They
but
have
I mean,
stone golems.
I
they
mean the
have-
original.
No. Well, I knew the basics. I didn't know the whole.
Like
The
this
whole
goes
story.
all the way back to
Right. This is
when the
Old Testament stuff.
yes. So the idea was, I forget which city was defended by a stone golem, a clay golem. He was molded from clay and brought to
Right.
life to
I don't
protect the
know.
city,
I
and
don't
he
know.
literally stood guard at the gate.
Yeah, I've
and
heard
then-
this. I remember. It sounds very familiar, but I don't remember.
And it's been co-opted into tons of things.
Right.
Most recently, Minecraft.
Yes,
You can
yes,
actually
can
make
build-
a snow or a stone, or I think there's a sand one as well, where you
You
just
can make
walks
a. You
around
can
and
make a
attacks.
flesh. You can make a flesh golem too.
A fleshy golem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet you
Yeah.
want to see my fleshy
and
golem.
and during Halloween, or you could probably do it the whole time on there. But I remember my kids you had to put a pumpkin on its head, and it would become a
Mm-hmm.
golem.
Yeah.
I forget what kind. That might have been the flesh golem.
I don't think it's flesh.
I don't know.
It might be clay, because nothing.
Oh, maybe.
You can't just get flesh in the game. That's a totally
That would
different
be-
kind of game.
that
You
would
can
be
just collect
Frankenstein.
flesh.
Well, they have zombies and they have
Yeah, but they don't give
creepers.
They don't give flesh.
Creepers. Honestly, watching my kids play Minecraft and seeing a creeper used to make me nervous
You'd feel,
because they
oh
blow up.
shit.
Yeah, I feel like run, creeper, creeper, run.
I
Goddamn fuckers
cannot
blow up.
describe how many times I've played that game
Yeah.
and I'd be standing there digging and I'd hear behind me and I'd know it was already too late. And then just respawn.
Here, yeah.
It's already too late.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. Last year, my computer, one of my hard drives went bad. The one that holds
Right.
Windows. So I had to reinstall Windows, and I didn't lose anything except for my Minecraft save.
Right.
My Minecraft save was from 2010. I had been
Like when it came out.
I've been playing the game that long. I've been using the same world and building. I had basically built into the side of a mountain. I'd built a castle in the
Right.
mountain.
Yeah.
With switch doors and all this crazy stuff. It was awesome. It's a kitty.
Here's Felix. Oh my God, you're gonna knock everything over, dude. Say hi. Hi, Felix.
Oh, I love cats. I'm so allergic, but I love cats.
Hi, Felix. He's a good boy. If I held my other cat like this, forget it. This is Felix. He's a good boy. He's a big boy. He looks like a Black Panther,
He does.
but he's a dope.
He's like, I
My
was
other
so
cat
close.
is Lily. Unfortunately, his biological sister. We had to put her down. She was only 7 months old. She had a cardiac arrest.
Oh, poor thing.
But now we have. Oh, he's coming back. Stay here, dude.
Getting back in the bag.
But then, we got Lily, his I guess his stepsister, and
No, because
she
that sounds wrong.
all right, in your head that sounds
Of course
wrong.
it does.
They're cats, and they don't do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
They're fixed. All right, Felix, we're gonna say hello one more time. Hi. He's black. Out of my black shirt, you can't see him. But
Racist.
he's a good boy. Okay, he's a good boy. I love you, dude. Now go away. But his sister Lily is a nutbag. Thank God she's not up here because she's nuts. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
No idea. Oh, Golem.
Okay, let's move.
Yeah, so it's Golem. It's an awesome song. Caligula's horse is another great reference.
It was good. It was okay.
Because there was, Caligula. I think Caligula used to fuck his horse.
Oh,
Caligula, the
is this
hedonistic.
Can I mute it just so I can listen to the beginning of the song? Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
You should be able to. I don't know if it's going to actually work. Actually, if you hit play on your laptop, I shouldn't be able to hear it. But if you try it on the phone, it'll come through. He's actually listening to it now. It's going to be funny. Yeah, go ahead. You listen. Enjoy that. I know you're going to enjoy it.
Shut up, Dick. No, I wanted to hear if it was the song I thought it was. Because, like now lists are like,
bleeding together.
Yeah, like, sticking together. This song in the beginning gave me such promise because it had that little, that almost 12-foot ninja feel.
And then it didn't.
And then it never went back. It never went back. I was okay. As soon as it started, I was like, "Oh, this may be a good one." I know that it wasn't good. I know
someone who literally just shits on this band all the time. They're like, "Oh, it's the same stuff over and over again. It's all formulaic." I'm like, all music is formulaic in a way. It's just not bebop jazz, where you have to literally keep counting so you don't hurt yourself.
Right.
Now, I don't mind. I don't mind jazz. I like jazz, but the bebop shit gets me.
Listen,
I love this.
My cousin one time took me to a jazz club right over by, probably not too far from you, on like North 6th Street one time.
I know exactly where you're talking.
And it was on a corner.
Yep.
And there was a jazz band in there. And he took me, I was maybe 19, 20. And when he took me, I was like, "Oh, here we go." Never mind. I'm not going to say. But he took me and I was like, "Oh, here we go." And I enjoyed the shit out of it. Just the musicianship, just watching them play. I love a live band. I will watch any type of music live.
I know you're the it's live. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Which is why we were so mad that you couldn't come to the darkness, because that was a genuine fun time. No,
I bet I
For,
would have liked it.
for me.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy who I thought I was gonna dislike seeing Alice Cooper, and I wound up like at the end of it, I was like standing up. I was like, oh my, that was fucking great. You know, the
Says
same
no to
thing
Alice
with
Cooper,
well, he opened for Iron Maiden, uh,
which is weird.
and the same thing is Castle Heights at the door. I won Third Eye Blind tickets. I don't know if I've told you this story,
You have, and
and they were
immediately if
free.
someone goes, "Oh, you won these. Do I have to?"
Yeah.
Because that's a,
So
I was
so
given
we
a
took
copy
them.
of Metallica Saint Anger, and I was like, "Do I have to take this?" He goes, "No." I said, "Okay,
Well, it wasn't
cool," and I didn't.
at least it wasn't Lulu. Exactly.
Oh,
So, but yeah, so I went to Third Eye Blind and I was pleasantly surprised. First, that I knew so many songs, and second, I just love a live band. If you don't suck, even if you're a music I don't like, if you don't suck, I'm gonna enjoy it.
yeah,
You know.
I get that.
Uh, but
Sometimes when it sucks,
this.
it can be a lot of fun too. Because ripping into
Oh
a
yeah,
band,
yeah,
sitting there.
right, right,
Oh my God, there was a band. There was a New York band. Me and Mike, my wife, and my cousin Pedro were
yeah.
all at this show at the time Blackthorn, and this band starts playing. I lean over to Mike, going, "I fucking hate you. I hate these guys. I regret having ears right now."
I had to take my wallet out of my pocket. It was killing my ass.
Yeah,
Uh, was it
I bet it
God.
was. It's not the plug. Plug
Oh,
the shape of
anyway,
Jack Reacher's fist,
wow. Caligula's horse. The first part of the song, I give a double thumbs up.
and then the rest of it. Eh.
It was okay. I didn't hate it. The funny thing is that the lists we've done recently, I haven't hated any of the songs. Even the ones coming up, I don't hate any of the
I
songs.
didn't think you would hate them. I didn't think you'd love them, but I don't think you hate them.
I hate some of the bands coming up. Not on
Okay.
this list.
Okay.
Not on this list.
Yeah, no.
You know where I'm going.
Not counting
They
this
played
list.
they played their last show tonight or like yesterday.
I had to do it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it
Yeah.
another time.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
my next song, which I put on here
I didn't even
and
think of this band.
I loved it, and I thought about changing it when I first put it on,
To Call of Cthulhu?
only because it's no. Well, it's about the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
So the next song I put on was The Thing That Should Not Be by Metallica.
Yes.
Only because I figured maybe I should try something different. And in fact, the next song you put on here was kind of going to take this one's place.
Really?
Yes.
I'm
I had that on my list
I did
and I
not
took it
think
off.
that you
And
would be on that.
when you sent me yours, I went, huh, good thing I didn't because you put it on there. But The Thing That Should Not Be by Metallica is about Cthulhu.
Or just in
Uh
general, the great old ones.
yeah, yeah. Great
Lovecraftian
Metallica
horror.
song.
It is.
Uh Now I was trying to remember today. You told me that the like mystical stuff and all the stuff that Metallica is right was Cliff's
Yeah, that was Cliff's hand.
influence.
Cliff and Kirk like horror theme
Yeah,
and especially Cliff like the Lovecraftian stuff, the body
right.
horror stuff.
Yeah.
I think that what they were working on with one was a combination of James and what Cliff was wanting to do next. Because
Okay.
he loved the idea of internal body horror.
Okay. Oh,
He,
being stuck in yourself.
and that locked in syndrome in that case.
Right. That's terrifying. That would be terrifying.
It is horrifying when you think about it.
Right.
That entire the one is based off the movie Johnny Got His Gun, which they
Yes.
used for the video and is
Right. But yeah.
more just the short parts of it is mortifying.
Mhm.
It's about a World War I veteran who was gravely injured in battle and is left locked inside himself.
That's oh, I cannot imagine.
And then
That
he's
last
finally
part
able to
where he's
communicate
saying kill me,
nodding.
I would be the same thing. Yeah, no, it's Morse code.
Yeah.
Not nodding.
No, he was
He's
nodding.
just going,
Well, he was nodding the pattern for first
right.
SOS and
Kill
then
me.
kill me.
Kill me. Yeah.
which I would not. Trust me, I knew some Morse code. I would not be able to remember "kill me" in Morse code.
I don't know Morse code
Nobody should. What would you need Morse code for these days?
because if I was locked in to fucking Morse code, kill me.
Eh,
No,
I would want. Definitely not want to be locked in. But
Dave,
I don't.
I'm gonna say this so that everybody can hear it.
Oh, here we
If
go.
I'm ever locked in, put a fucking pillow over my face.
Got it.
I'm
Next
I'm
time you
giving
fall
you.
asleep, I'm putting a pillow over your face. I'll have
I have to.
I'll have Mary
I
Jane
have
let
to,
me in.
I have to give you the permission to do this because no one else would ever do it.
Oh, I would in a second.
I know.
Hey,
That's the
give
whole
him the
thing.
needle.
Push it.
You
The
can tell
things
your
you had
sister.
told me.
You can tell your
I did
sister I
not tell
said
my
it.
sister yet. I have not told my sister yet. I'm not going to say it here. But the story you told me, as devastated as I was getting the news, the story you told me made me so happy. I don't know why.
Because you're an
So
asshole like me.
I so want to tell my sister, and I haven't told her yet, but I'm going to. Because she wants the same thing, by the way.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
for anyone who's wondering, my dog is still with us. He's 19. He has a tooth sticking out of the side of his head this way, and I figured out why. So when he sneezes, he shakes his head, but he's so short, he's bashing his face on the ground. So he's literally broken his teeth off, hitting the
Oh
floor,
my God.
sneezing. It's brutal.
Dude.
I know.
Dude.
I have no control of it. He's not my dog. It's my wife's.
Say goodbye. Get a new dog. They're so
I don't want a
nice.
new dog. I didn't think it was a good idea to have the old dog because we
Yes.
don't have a lot of time, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's not not fair to the
And especially
animal.
with everything going on now, it's like puppy would be a lot of work. I get to live vicariously through our friends and get
Did
to
you
enjoy
just say
some.
vicariously?
Yes, vicariously because I'm half
It's
awake. Yes,
vicariously.
vicariously.
Oh, Eric's fucking dog?
Yes.
That thing better come to D&D the next time we play.
Mabel. Her name is Mabel.
God.
Which
Oh,
is
and Mike
the perfect name for a dog.
but Mike put up that me and Mike thought of the exact same thing.
When are we kidnapping
He
this
put
dog?
no.
Because that's what Mike
There's a
texted
go-
me.
There's a did there's a Goldfinger song called Mabel,
Yes,
and it's about
I saw
he
that.
put up the
Whatever.
video.
Yeah.
Okay,
The first thing he messaged me is, "When are we kidnapping this dog?" I
that's
was like,
hilarious. That
as
dog,
soon as humanly possible.
that dog is goddamn. That might be the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Too
Holy
cute for
crap!
words.
Yeah. What is it? A
But
beagle?
I think it's a Beagle and King Charles Cavalier mix.
Oh, that's right. He told us last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's the cutest goddamn dog I've ever seen.
Anyway, how that pertains to Metallica.
I don't know. Wow! I almost said it. Not gonna say it.
What were you gonna say?
Throwing a bag of dogs in the ocean. You made me say it, dude. I didn't want to.
Wait, why would you think that?
I don't know because you said speaking of Call of Cthulhu or whatever the fuck you said.
Speaking of Metallica,
Okay.
holy shit! You
sorry.
monster.
I don't. Yes, which is what this song is about.
Yes, it is about the unspeakable horrors of the great old ones. By the way, I had reinstalled Amazon Books on my phone.
How was I
Apparently,
leaning so forward.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I realized I have the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft on there, and I don't remember
Really?
buying it. But now I'm going to read the whole thing again because I read it when I
Read
was
it,
a
or
teenager.
it's
It's book.
not an audiobook?
I didn't do audiobooks.
Oh, Kindle. You said Kindle?
I said, well, it's the Amazon Book app. It's like Kindle, but
Okay.
not Kindle, thankfully.
All right. Yeah.
I have that, Critical Failures, and a couple of comic books. Nothing crazy.
I got all the. Did you ever read the Dragonlance series?
I did
The
not.
companion series. I have all three of them on Audible.
Mm.
And yeah, I still want to. I read them when I was a teenager.
Audible
and I want to read them
is
again.
is the thing I'm probably going to do next. Just because
It's not a bad deal. It's $15 a month, and you get a credit each month, and that credit you can get any book you want. Like a brand new book could come out.
and you can get that.
and you can get it for that credit.
That's not bad. And then you
So
got to pay for
it's
anything over that.
yeah for that month.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
dude, I'm not doing one book a month because some of these books are like 15 hours long. I mean, I drive around a lot, but I like a good podcast or some music. So I'm not going to listen to a 15-hour book in less
Actually,
than a month.
the first Jim Norton book,
Yeah.
Happy
Oh
Endings,
God.
I have
Yes.
I first I listened to it and then I got it downloaded and I have the full audio of that.
Yeah.
That's I could fall asleep listening to that giggling the whole
That
time.
and yeah.
I
And
I hate
Anthony's book.
I have not read or heard that one yet.
Yeah, I listened to Anthony's book, and it's it's classic Anthony. Even though right now I really don't
Agree
agree with the way he, where
is
he sits.
yeah.
But man, he's still one of the funniest motherfuckers out there
Yes,
when
absolutely.
he's
He's
not talking
absolutely
about that stuff. And even when he did that thing with Patrice O'Neill, which you can't even, it would never be. And I think that was on regular radio.
Oh yeah.
When do you remember what it was?
Yeah, in the
Hail in the cab?
walking over
No,
from it was walking from one to the other or no. They were
no, this was part of the show. Him and Patrice went down to the street.
Oh yeah, no, that was they used
He
to do the
was
walkover. So from
no,
regular
but
radio,
this was
they
during this no, but this was during the regular show because he swore he bet Patrice that he could get more cabs dressed as a Nazi
yep, with the helmet and the salute.
than he could than Patrice could just dressed by himself. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life because Patrice was getting so mad that the cabs were pulling over for him dressed like a Nazi. God, I wish, man, it's not a lie that only the good die young because Patrice was one of the funniest motherfuckers out there.
Can you imagine his reaction to everything that's happened in the last
Now, no,
5 or 6 years? Just the last
no.
5 or 6.
Oh,
Imagine him with Trump as president.
no, no. I wish. Oh, that would have been so
With
good.
with Biden too, just so
Yes, yeah.
so we
'Cause
have
he didn't pull punches on either side.
and I think that's something that needs to be said because a really good comedian will rip into both sides. George Carlin
Right.
used to
Oh
make
yeah.
fun of everybody.
Right.
George Carlin, the holy saint of comedy, used to he started with Reagan, and then
Yeah.
he made fun of Carter, he made fun of Bush, he made fun of Bush Jr., he made fun of Clinton. Yeah.
All right. Which brings us to a big shark.
Yes.
Your next song is Megalodon by Mastodon.
Off the album Leviathan.
Leviathan.
So it's
Now,
it's it's a giant shark by a band named after a giant
a
elephant
giant.
from
Right.
from an album named after a giant sea creature.
Right. That's hilarious.
You just noticed
So,
that?
yes, I did. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So Mastodon's a local band, no?
I don't know where they're from.
I think I'm going to say Connecticut. I maybe just confusing them with Hatebreed, but I'm going to say Connecticut.
Well, if I spelled Mastodon right,
Yeah. Not Masturbate.
yeah, that not even close to what I typed. I typed in. It looked like I was about to write Nastalal.
Masticate. What? Damn, that's off.
Yeah, I can't type. Okay, where do you think they're from?
Connecticut.
You are absolutely wrong.
Ah,
Fucking Atlanta, Georgia.
really? I thought they were a local band.
Yeah, they're local to Atlanta.
Atlanta to Georgia. Yeah.
If by local you mean America, yes.
I think they were from. I was like, I hit it. Connecticut. I got them confused. Whatever. Anyway, great song. I was confused the name of the song in the band. I love Mastodon.
They're awesome. They really are.
Are they considered like a progressive band, like
They're not
math rock shit?
No, they're really. I always saw them like kind of lumped into like the new wave American heavy metal, like Lamb of God and
Really?
like Under
But
Oath.
they're an interesting
Oh yeah, they're
Uh,
absolutely an interesting combination.
it,
Sorry, making everything
right.
shake. There we go.
What?
I pushed my desk and everything kind of shook for a second.
At least you didn't push your stool. What?
Not this time. No, I'm
Anyway,
Winnie the Pooh, and
uh,
if I do, it's gonna go through the mesh in the chair like a
please don't
strainer.
stand up. Can you stand up for a second for real?
Do you want to see it?
No, because I'm calling your bluff right now.
No, I'm wearing shorts.
Oh my god! If you would have stood up and I would have seen a fucking tree trunk, I would have pissed my pants.
Thank you for thinking it's a fucking tree trunk and not a fucking twig. I'm glad I give off tree trunk vibes.
Oh,
God, we're stupid.
yeah, we're only getting stupider.
By the second.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to put Mastodon on here.
Yeah,
This is
it
from
was awesome.
Leviathan, which is basically an album about Moby Dick.
Is it a concept album?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. This is
Oh, okay. I don't
all
know.
the this is the I forget the name of the name of the ship, but they were hunting the white whale. The
Right.
song Blood and
Oh,
Thunder is actually
I
about
know
that.
I know the name of the ship. It's right there, but I'm not gonna waste any more time.
My
thinking
brain
about
just
it.
keeps going Queequeg. Say Queequeg.
What?
That's
Why?
one of the guys on the
The fuck
ship.
is that? Oh,
Ishmael,
I don't remember
Queequeg,
that much.
Captain Ahab. Those are the three I know.
Yes.
What do you expect from me?
I don't know the name of the ship.
Guess what?
You
You're
remember
not getting it, motherfucker.
You remember Queequeg? You can't remember the fucking name of the ship.
I'm looking it up.
Fucking good of you. So yeah, so Megalodon, you put a song on here that's not even a fucking cryptid or anything. Oh my god, what?
I went to write Moby Dick ship. And
Oh,
it came out Moby Dick.
what did you write up?
Moby
What?
Dick shit.
Shit. You're an asshole.
Which is really funny because
Because I don't want to know what the pictures that came up.
no, it didn't. Pictures didn't come up.
Because I'm thinking of Moby, the little bald
That's-
guy.
That's what I was thinking too. It was the Pequod.
Which
was the name of
which
the
wouldn't
ship.
be far off. What?
It was
Never mind.
it was the Pequod. Pequud.
That was the name of the ship
Yes.
with a guy named Uquad on it or whatever he
Queequeg.
said. Queequeg. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
You know why?
Why?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, I don't
Because
know.
you're wearing a fucking wool hat indoors.
No.
Probably smells like corn chips and cock up there.
That's your room, not mine.
No, it only smells like dead dog.
Oh,
There's a
man.
dog bed behind me.
Yeah, and he's dead.
He's not dead
No.
yet.
He's close to it.
He doesn't know it. If he is, he doesn't know it. Every once in a while,
You
he
ready for the
gets
next one?
zoomies. Yes, actually, I have a lot to say about this.
Okay, so my next one is Creature by the Bridge City Sinners.
And you beat me to it.
What?
The Bridge
You
City
gonna put
Sinners.
this on there?
I literally had it listed in my original list. I'm like,
This song?
this song.
Wow. So we did it to each other.
I love the Bridge City Sinners.
Yes.
I
so do
found them years ago.
Okay, I
and
didn't find
I've-
them years ago.
I've been listening to them off and on. Every time something new comes out on YouTube, I'm like, ooh, Bridge City Sinners. I found them through the band The Dead South.
Okay,
They're
I found
another
them through
country-ish band.
I found them through another band. I showed you the song. I was going to put a Harley Poe song on here,
Yes.
but I thought they would be too similar, the styles.
I get that. I definitely get that.
So I didn't want to put two songs like that on here. So I picked this one only because I told you the Harley Poe song, I like it, and I don't put stuff on here just to piss you off all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sometimes I do, but I wanted to pick one that I thought you would like, and I didn't even know you liked the Bridge City Sinners.
Oh, I absolutely love them. This is one of those ones, it came on and my wife went, ooh.
Yeah, it's got an interesting sound. She has an interesting voice.
She's a
The only thing I thought,
great raspy singing voice.
I didn't think you were gonna, because I didn't know you liked them. I didn't think you were going to like the way she pronounced the words in the beginning of the song.
I don't. It's old timey, but I can get past that
But
because
she
it's a great
changes it. She does it only in the beginning of the song.
song. Yeah, it's a
You know?
it's a That's actually something that harkens back to the carnival. Over
Yes,
enunciating
this
words to get attention.
yeah. But this song is now. Is it about a zombie? I'm trying to I because he came back from the dead, and then she never says that she didn't. She in the song she says she didn't die. She just becomes the Rat King, the king of the rats.
I don't know. I
Right.
took it as he was undead, she was not.
Right, but then he turns her into creature.
Yes.
But in the song, she says that she didn't die. She blacks out, but then she wakes up and she never says she died.
True. Hmm.
Right. So I'm a little interested. Is it voodoo? Maybe.
That is another one of my favorite subjects. Okay, so have you ever seen The Serpent and the Rainbow?
Yes.
So
Long time ago.
one of the greatest lines,
Mhm.
"Don't bury me, I'm not dead,"
Right.
from The Serpent and the Rainbow. I love it. That was Bill Pullman.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. The idea that they drug somebody, bury them alive, then dig them up
And
and
then
say, "I
you
brought
wake
you
it.
back to life." They give them
Right.
just enough
Right.
drugs to keep them in like a fugue state and just
Yeah.
abuse the shit out of them. It's pure horror.
Are you bringing up the lyrics for this or no?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a little trouble with dark lyrics. They're fucking up on me today. Is my internet connection going out? What the fuck's going on here?
I don't know. I've got a good one this time around.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Uh, I
You can't
I
leave these statements open.
apparently not. Damn. Now you made me forget what I was gonna say. Fucker. Come on, creature. And it's spelled like creature,
I know.
like a preacher, preacher. Not. I'm just saying.
I
Trying
know.
to fucking not leave dead air because you're just fucking
Fuck it.
sitting there with your dick.
I can't,
Make the get those dick beaters moving, man. Come on.
if I was, do you want me to stand up and get the dick beaters moving?
Nope.
Exactly. Let's see. B. See, the problem
All
is,
right. Good.
3
Good thing
million
we're almost done because I just finished the beer.
fucking wreck. I gotta look somewhere else. Hang on. 2.
Oh, come on. It's not. Why don't you just look on lyrics.com or some bullshit?
That's actually where I'm going.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ooh, man. I'm gonna have to pee soon.
Oh, I've been there the last 20 minutes. Realizing what I see, the horde of rats approach me, afraid to fight.
Yeah. Come on. Is she undead? Or is it a voodoo curse? What does it say?
I'm back from the dead and I'm coming for your head. I am the creature,
Oh,
king of the rats.
she
You got to
is
use your ears.
a zombie.
Well, technically, no. If she's the king of the rats, she might be a lich.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
If we're gonna go lore, might as well have fun with it.
Oh, go for it.
No, that's it. If you're gonna,
Oh, I thought you were gonna look up the meaning of a lich.
oh, I'm not doing that. There is a, okay, so we normally don't talk
do
about
it.
religion. There is a theory that a certain religious figure that died and was resurrected was actually a lich, not because he's not a zombie. But if you had to
Right.
describe him as something, it would be a lich. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm not going to say which religious figure. I'm not going to say how many days he was dead. 3. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's all conjecture.
Right.
So let's go to the
Well,
last song.
yes, and you did it. And
Could,
can I tell you a weird coincidence with this one? So let's it's Africa by Toto.
yes.
Now many people are probably going to be confused by this
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't
It
sound
doesn't
like
outwardly sound like a
right,
alien, cryptid, or ghost story.
right. But the funny thing is, a couple days ago, I had to go to CVS, and I was listening to this list, and this was the song that was on when I parked. I turned off the car. I walked into CVS, and this song was on.
On the music.
I was like, no, the song, not the music version.
No. Okay, so Muzak is a company.
Oh,
They do
okay.
the
I thought it was
overhead
always that
systems.
elevator music.
Well, no, elevator music's elevator music, but Muzak
Right.
is literally like a station that they use
Right.
to do this stuff. So what's
Okay, then
really
it was on
funny,
that.
um, Patton Oswalt has a bit about being in a supermarket on like a Tuesday at like 10 in the morning, and he's
Right.
looking at lean cuisines in the thing, and he
Okay.
hears this on the he goes, if I had a gun in my hand, I would have just put it up to my head and do 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 do
you,
do do
you
poo.
either listen. You either love it or hate it.
I
This song.
fucking love this song. I really do.
I love the
And he
song.
says he likes the song. It's just Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday
Right.
morning,
Yeah.
10 a.m., empty supermarket, lean
Yeah. You look
cuisines
at
that
your
he
life.
didn't want.
You look at your life. You assess the situation you're in, and you go, all the days I've lived has led to this right here.
And it
Tuesday afternoon,
sucks.
looking at lean cuisine, listening to Toto. I get it. I totally get it.
So for those who don't know,
Go ahead.
Africa by Toto is secretly about a man trying to cure himself of lycanthropy. He is a
Right.
werewolf. That's why he's blessing the rains in Africa, because they are what prevent the full moon from being shown.
Yes,
He's looking for
somebody ran through this whole thing. Somebody that you can look it up on
I forget who it
YouTube or
was.
TikTok or something. Yeah, I think it was a comedian.
It might have been Patton Oswalt. Now that I think about it, it
Maybe.
might have been somebody like that,
Yeah,
where they were like, "Of
So,
course he's a werewolf."
but if you listen to the words, it all makes sense.
Yes, looking for some words or an ancient melody. He's looking for
Right. Yeah.
something to break the
Right.
spell. Toto, Africa.
Africa.
Of course, it doesn't help when I spell Africa wrong.
Come on.
Of course, I spelled Africa wrong. I'm an idiot.
Fucking racist.
I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to
Right.
me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you." He's like, "Go, you need to fix yourself."
Right.
It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do, which means he's
Right.
super
An
strong.
army can't stop you. An army can't stop you because you're a werewolf.
It's going to take some time to do the things we never had, which is the idea that he needs to fix this before he gets better. The wild dogs cry out in the night.
Yes.
It's
I
either
know.
it's either the dogs are freaking out that he's there, or
It's
there are
his
other
pack.
werewolves trying
Right.
to call him. As they go resting, longing for some solitary company. Then there's the Kilimanjaro and all that. I need to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become.
Right.
That's the line.
Nuts. It's nuts.
I love, and I know this is like one of the cheesiest movie monsters has always been a werewolf.
Right.
But there are versions of werewolves in almost every culture. Native American, Celt, Russians have the bear. That's what this is. That's a bear paw. It's a Celtic symbol with a bear paw.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
Every culture has something. The Druids and Celts, and then in India they had I think it's the jackals.
Yeah.
Like anything that would hunt the night, they would be afraid of. The Native Americans had the wolf. In South America, I know they have something else, and I forget what it's called. But it's an animal that stalks, that is part human but not quite, and it's a thing we're terrified of. It goes back to that same horror theory that your culture breeds the stories behind it. And the same thing with Dracula.
It's there's so many things, like even dragons, right? There's dragons in every culture, right?
Yes.
Just different kinds.
They're either giant lizards or they're pardon me. They're either giant lizards, monsters, or in Asian lore, the luck dragons are almost godly.
Don't you bring Falcor into this, bro.
He was a dog.
He was a luck dragon.
He was a luck dragon, but he was a dog.
He had a dog face.
But luck dragons are dragons. Like they have the dragon features. The smoke
the
and
mustache and
it's smoke usually.
It looks like a mustache
and whiskers or whatever. Sorry. It's insane to think that all these cultures that are separated by mountain ranges and oceans had
Right.
similar things. There are serpent gods in South America that are basically
Right.
dragons.
Yeah.
I forget there's a winged serpent that they worship in
Mhm.
some in older. I think it's Aztec tribes worshipped a serpent god. I think
I don't know.
they used it when they retconned Namor for Marvel. They
Right.
used that god as a
Uh-huh.
reference,
Cool.
and he's actually the actual god is in Thor: Love and Thunder when he goes to the
I didn't
pantheon
see
of
that one.
gods.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
It's good. I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
an amazing movie. It's no Thor
Ragnar
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was awesome. Oh, I love that movie.
It tried to be Ragnarok, but it didn't quite.
Right, right.
It didn't quite tickle the fancy.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
But I was very I did I don't remember what movie it's from, but when it came down to this and Africa started playing, I went, "You fucking did it. You fucking did it." And I was very proud.
So, werewolves, vampires. Everyone thinks of like Underworld and Blade and all those movies.
Mhm.
From Dusk Till Dawn has the best ending of a vampire movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because this awful bar, the Titty Twisters, like behind it is just semi trucks in a ditch with
Yeah.
with like an ancient carved structure
Right, right.
into the side of like this giant mountain.
Yeah.
So the idea of they took out this part of a hive, and the hive
Yeah.
behind it is gigantic.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. Wolves. There's a Scottish movie called Dog Soldiers
Mhm.
where they're actually werewolves in the military.
That's nuts.
And there's actually a Love, Death, and Robots episode that does a similar subject where they have werewolves fighting in the military, and the military guys, the guys fighting alongside them, treat them like freaks,
Yeah.
like the way you'd see somebody treat an animal. Like they treat them like shit, and the guy goes out and he fights another country. Like I think it's set in like the Middle East. He goes out and hunts another vampire, another werewolf,
Huh.
tracks him down and kills him. And I think he kills and ends up killing two of them.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. So yeah, now normally I do the end credits.
Oh,
No, I'm
Jesus.
not
What are
going
you gonna
to do
do to
that.
me?
I
Huh?
should make you do it.
I'd have to write them down because I'm half an R word, as I told my son the other
You're a
day.
complete complete M word
Oh!
moron.
Oh, M word. M. I was like,
No,
wow.
wow.
Holy crap. I was like, you went there, dude.
I would never go there.
Oh my goodness. I know I'm
I
Sicilian,
hate that
dude.
word.
Ah, so do I.
That's-
Oh,
Okay, so we're gonna take a little longer on this. You ever hear a word and it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up?
yeah.
That word. If I hear
Don't
it
take too
even
long because I'm gonna pee.
oh, I've already shit myself once. It's your turn to pee yourself. Not today. I didn't shit
Go ahead.
myself
I'm
today.
sorry.
So
Go
anyway,
ahead. I'm
that
sorry.
word sends a shiver up my spine. It makes me feel
Yeah.
like I'm ready to get in a fight with somebody. It's not aimed. It's never going to be aimed at me. I'm the second whitest thing ever. My son's whiter than me. He's pale. But yeah, it's never going to be aimed at me. But that word gets me on edge. It's
Yeah.
so bad. So let's talk about our friends. You were going to say, speaking of,
Go ahead.
back to the R word.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Luigi and his band, The Ouija, Radio Free Tibet, and his voiceover work, Luigi Gennaro voiceover. You can find him on Instagram. You can find the band. You can find The Ouija on Bandcamp. You can find their album Searchlights. It is jazz improv of pop and rock and even hip hop. I highly suggest you check it out. It is awesome. One of the best purchases I've made. Great time, great music. Radio Free Tibet, I haven't had a chance to check out. Everything they do is really live, so I haven't had a chance to go to one of their shows, but hopefully soon. Next, we have Unworked Apparel. That would be John and his awesome stuff. This week, I will be contacting him. I have to. I know he's probably going to be busy because of the holidays, but I'm still going to put in a couple of requests because now a couple of people are asking for specific shirts. I have someone regularly asking me, "Where's my Oh Gush shirt?"
I forgot about that.
We did not forget that. And my wife said something earlier today. I'm like, that we need that on a shirt. And I know he can do it. So check him out. Unworked Apparel on Instagram. John, we love you. I don't even know if you're listening, but I hope you are. We absolutely love you. And finally, Joe, with his group Acist. It's really just Joe. He's doing everything himself, which isn't a shock. He's awesome and a perfectionist. So it goes hand in hand. You can check out his new track, I Can't Breathe, on YouTube, video included. He made the video all digital graphics, all from scratch. He's amazing. You can check those guys out. I am basher.exe on Instagram.
I am Nugs29 on Instagram.
We are Hit the Stage Podcast on Instagram, Hit the Stage Podcast at Gmail, and we are Mike and Dave Hit the Stage on YouTube. And you can find, if you, I don't know how you're listening to this, but if you don't know, we have an actual website called hitthestagepodcast.com.
Correct.
And you can check us out, get in contact with us, bug one of us, bug both of us. We'll see you around soon. For now, take care of each other, take care of yourselves.
Hail Halford.
Hail Dio. Later.